Right. No, the University of Virginia Institute for Advanced Studies, James Davison Hunter's operation at University of Virginia, sponsored a study of the American families, plural. And they brought out these different categories of the American families: the faithful family, the progressive family, the striver family, and then the detached, or maybe you would call it the kind of disoriented family, maybe, if you will. And basically a quarter is one way of thinking about it. And the dreamer family is basically often immigrant. I want my kids to succeed. You tell me what the rules are, and I'll try to get them to jump through the hoops. The detached or disoriented family, these are often broken families. Parents are they're too messed up and at problems that they don't really invest in their kids. It's like they're in the school system, what have you. So that leaves the faithful family and the progressive family as what you would call they're the families that have real clear view about like what they want their kids to believe and how they want their kids to live and grow up to become. And a lot of people think that, well, progressives, we're going to outnumber them through, more children. But if you look at the total children in these two families, they're roughly the same. I mean, one thing about the Charles Murray book, Coming Apart, is that the Belmont world, the world of the successful, is pretty kind of neo-traditional. Divorce is not common. Out-of-wedlock birth is extremely rare. And so the progressive family and the faithful family are actually intact families. They're strong families, but one is oriented towards a future that is organized around progressive goal. Hate has no home here, those signs you see in people's yards. And the faithful family is increasingly self-consciously countercultural and Christian. And you could just see the culture wars in our society are these two families fighting for the future of the country. And the other 50%, or it's more like 60%, it's like 20% progressive, 20% faithful families. The other 60% are kind of, or at least the strivers and the dreamer families they're going to go with whomever winds up winning this struggle. So for me, it really helped me understand the cultural battle in our time. And then if we look back, we step back another step here, the faithful family. Really, this is a Protestant evangelical phenomenon at its core. Progressive family. This is a Protestant, secularized mainline Protestant phenomenon. And so I just think we're still a white Protestant country in our political structure, where we have evangelical Protestants, descendants of the people that H.L. Mencken derided during the Scopes trial, at odds with the mainline Protestant, the people who brought us prohibition, the same do-gooders, perfect America, bring light and progress to all the people. It's the same so the woke business is really a kind of, a grandchild of mainline Protestant do-goodism from the middle of the 20th century. And the faithful family and the religious right are the grandchildren of the Billy Graham, Christianity Today. We're not going to let these progressive Christians determine the future of our country folk. And the rest of us are bystanders. Because Catholics kind of divide 50-50 on a lot of these issues. And minority communities are usually clients of one or another political movement or party.